All right, let's jump right into this explainer. Today, we're taking a trip straight down into what is honestly a completely alien world right here on Earth. We're talking about the deep ocean. It's a place of crushing pressures, freezing temps, and utter, total darkness. Yet somehow, it is absolutely alive with flashing, glowing, biological neon lights. It's literally the largest and most mysterious habitat on our planet, and today, we're going to explore exactly how the bizarre creatures of the abyss use living light to survive.
Check out this number, 76%. A staggering 76% of all oceanic marine animals can produce their own light, illuminating a mysterious environment that we're only just beginning to understand. I mean, think about that for a second. Up here on land, spotting a firefly is a cool, magical little treat, but down in the ocean's depths, it's the absolute norm. It's the rule, not the exception.
So, that begs the big question, right? Why do deep-sea creatures glow in the dark? Why do so many animals down there spend their hard-earned biological energy to light up like a neon sign, especially when they live in a place where light essentially doesn't even exist?
To understand that, look at how the ocean breaks down. It is a rapid fade to black. As we dive, we leave the sunlight and twilight zones behind, plunging into the midnight zone where sunlight never reaches. The top 200 meters is where sunlight supports most of the sea life we know. From 200 to 1,000 meters, we push through the twilight zone where light just rapidly fades out. And below 1,000 meters, absolute zero sunlight.
Journey to the midnight zone, a hostile, alien world. Down here, freezing temperatures, immense pressure, and total darkness force creatures to adapt in some truly unimaginable ways. I mean, survival requires a highly specialized toolkit, and for millions of years, evolution's answer to this endless night has been to just create a custom built-in flashlight. So what is bioluminescence? It's a chemical reaction within a living organism that produces and emits visible light, typically blue or green in the ocean. Now, this isn't just passive fluorescence, like bouncing a black light off a poster. This living light is an active biological fire that these creatures can literally turn on and off at will. And in the ocean, it's mostly blue or green because those specific colors travel the farthest in deep water. It just makes them the easiest to see. Step 1. Luciferin reacts with Step 2. Luciferase to release energy as light. The secret here is the chemistry, and it's actually a pretty simple two-step enzymatic reaction happening right inside the organism's cells. A molecule called luciferin reacts with oxygen, and then an enzyme called luciferase speeds the whole thing up. The crazy part, almost 100% of the energy is released as visible light. It's wildly efficient and produces virtually zero heat.
Survival, hunting, and hiding in the dark. In a place with no sun, glowing isn't just a neat party trick. It's the ultimate tool for survival. When the sun disappears, glowing is how you interact with the world around you. It's your weapon, it's your shield, and it's your voice.
Let's look at these bioluminescent survival tactics. They use it to attract and detect prey, hide and camouflage from predators, warn attackers, attract mates, and communicate with their own species. Animals are using this living light in brilliant ways. You can use it as a spotlight to find food, a lure to bring food to you, a distraction to avoid becoming food, or a beacon to find a mate in the endless dark. It's a Swiss Army knife of light.
Just look at this, the deep-sea anglerfish showcasing its specialized glowing lure. This is the ultimate hunting trap. You probably recognize this terrifying face. She dangles this glowing ball of bacteria, called an esca, right in front of her massive jaws, exactly like a fishing rod. In the dark, a hungry fish sees what looks like a floating snack, swims over, and instantly becomes dinner.
But check out this paradox. Casting a shadow reveals a location to predators below, versus counterillumination, which uses belly lights to match the faint light from above and disappear. Animals like the dragonfish actually use glowing light on their bellies to erase their own silhouettes. In the twilight zone, if a predator looks up, they can see the dark shadow of a fish above them. So the dragonfish produces a soft glow to perfectly match that faint sunlight. They literally turn on a light to become completely invisible.
The color of invisibility, why deep-sea creatures are red. To fight back against those bioluminescent spotlights, a lot of deep-sea creatures evolved to be dark red, essentially rendering them completely black and invisible, since red light is absorbed first in the ocean. Because almost nothing down there can even see red light, being red is basically wearing an invisibility cloak against the flashing blue and green searchlights.
These astonishing evolutionary adaptations just blow my mind. Lanternfish use nasal light organs as headlights. The Kirathuthis squid has a wonderful lamp with a lens and diaphragm, and the vampire squid releases bioluminescent mucus clouds. Seriously? The Kirathuthis squid has glowing organs that look exactly like an intricate car headlight, complete with a transparent lens to adjust the brightness. And the vampire squid? It shoots massive, confusing clouds of glowing mucus to escape attackers instead of ink. You just can't make this stuff up.
The ultimate burglar alarm. Because, sometimes blending in just isn't gonna cut it, and you have to draw as much attention to yourself as physically possible.
See the scarlet Atolla jellyfish in normal white light next to its brilliant blue bioluminescent display? When this stealthy, dark red jellyfish is attacked, it triggers a swirling blue burglar alarm flashing at 50 centimeters per second. It's normally totally hidden, but if something grabs it, it unleashes this blinding, rotating wheel of blue light. It's a desperate cry for help designed to attract a massive apex predator who will hopefully swoop in and eat whatever is attacking the jelly.
The E-jelly, mimicking the burglar alarm. This visual scream for help is so wildly effective that scientists actually built the E-jelly robotic camera to mimic the Atolla's flashes. Biologist Edith Witter realized she could use this to attract camera-shy giants, and it successfully lured in and filmed the elusive giant squid. Copying that exact flashing pattern completely revolutionized how we study deep-sea fauna.
Discovering deep-sea aliens. As our scanning technologies improve, we're constantly encountering new colonies of bizarre beings that look like they belong in a sci-fi movie. We're sending remote-operated vehicles deeper, with way better cameras than ever before, and what they're finding is literally rewriting biology textbooks.
Look at these recent Brazilian coast discoveries. Delicate worms and translucent chitinophores, giant single-celled rhizaria visible to the naked eye, and strange siphonophores functioning as a single-cloned organism. Researchers uncovered this spectacular array off the coast of Brazil. I mean, we're talking single-celled organisms that grow so large you don't even need a microscope to see them. And those siphonophores? They look like long, delicate string creatures, but they're actually entire colonies of clones working together as one organism.
Atolla reynoldsii, a newly discovered crown jellyfish with a Greek cross-shaped stomach and identical tentacles. We are finding entirely new species of our favorite burglar alarm jellyfish. Discovered recently in Monterey Bay, it totally lacks the signature long trailing tentacle its cousins use, and scientists are still trying to figure out its totally unknown reproductive mechanisms. The Paleodictyon mystery. Perfect honeycomb footprints 500 million years old. Guys, the deep sea is holding on to some seriously ancient secrets. These patterns look like perfect bee honeycombs stamped right into the ocean floor. We've found them across the globe spanning 500 million years, yet nobody has ever seen the creature that makes them. It remains one of the ocean's greatest unsolved mysteries.
As researcher Dr. Karen Osborne notes, the largest habitat on Earth, the Middle Zone, is filled with incredible animals we are just beginning to understand. We constantly look to space for alien life, right? But we completely ignore the fact that we have this massive alien ecosystem thriving just a few miles beneath the surface of our own planet.
And as bioengineer Kakani Katija puts it, it's an incredible honor not only to see and feel this rare and inspiring life at mid-depths, but to be able to describe it. It is a sheer privilege. Every time a sub drops into that darkness, there's a very real chance of seeing a life form no human has ever witnessed before.
And get this, 7 to 10%. That builds such a profound sense of wonder, knowing we've only explored about 7 to 10% of the world's oceans. Despite all our tech, the vast majority of our own planet remains completely unseen. We literally have better maps of the surface of Mars than we do of the deep ocean floor.
The abyss awaits. Through tens of thousands of hours of underwater video archives, we are slowly peeling back the darkness. But the ocean stubbornly holds on to its deepest secrets. From the terrifying glow of the anglerfish to the spinning blue alarm of the Atolla jelly, these archives prove that life always finds a way to shine in the most extreme conditions imaginable.
Which leaves us with one thrilling final thought. What other alien creatures are waiting to be found in the 90% of the ocean we haven't explored? If this is what we found in just the first 10%, imagine the impossible lights and ancient mysteries still hiding out there in the pitch-black abyss. We have barely scratched the surface. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep your curiosity glowing.